Hello, Kenny. I want to play a game with you. You spend your entire life sitting in front of a TV playing video games. Well, now, I dare you to switch sides. I want to put you in front of the camera, and I want to talk to you about the first horror movie you've ever seen. Are you ready?
Yes! Yes! I said yes. Who are you?
It's me. Are you ready to do this?
For the last time, yes, I am ready.
Get right off, you filthy animal. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and get ready. Come down in a minute and we'll do your video.
Dad, can you at least get this chain off my foot?
Sorry, bro. Can't find the key.
Are you fuck?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror. I am Ken Sledge, and joining me today is my namesake, my son, Kenny IV. How you doing, bud?
Good.
Good. Today we're here to talk about the first horror movie that Kenny ever watched, and that was
Saw.
Saw. The first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're here to talk about the first Saw. Now, when you think of this movie, what is the first thing that pops into your head?
At the end, when you find out that Jigsaw was alive the whole time and he stands up.
How old were you when you watched this movie?
6 years old.
And where were you at?
Our old apartment. And I went downstairs to get food and stuff, and then it was playing, so I sat down and watched the movie.
And you were by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So 6 years old, you're watching Saw by yourself in a living room.
Yes.
That is some great parenting. When we talk about Jigsaw standing up, because I was lucky, I seen this the first day it came out in the movie theater, so it wasn't spoiled for me either. What did you think when you saw that happen?
I was shocked because before I watched like SpongeBob and that kind of stuff, and then I see a person I thought was dead for like an hour or so, and he just stands up, and I was blown away by the whole.
Right. So, what scene in this movie do you think affected you the most, and why?
Probably when Amanda had the trap on her head, because you learn that Jigsaw likes to give you a second chance and stuff.
So, especially that trap, because it's so deadly and so scary looking. What would you say your favorite scene in the whole movie is?
Probably when Tap is looking through the window and sees Zepp kidnapping the wife and children, because he finds out, and he thinks that's a Jigsaw, but...
Right. See, I love the banter between the two guys that are in the room. I love that this movie keeps you guessing the whole time. We've talked about Saw on the channel before, and we all think that 1 through 3 are absolutely amazing, but actually Saw 1 is not your favorite, right? Or is it?
No.
What's your favorite Saw movie?
My favorite Saw movie is Saw 2.
See, so we all agree that, between 1, 2, and 3 they're good, and then they just kind of started to go downhill after that. Me and him kind of have an ongoing argument about Saw 7. I'm a big fan. He thinks it's the worst in the series, so that's the fun part about this. I get to talk about horror movies with my son, and it's something that he's into, I'm into, so this is something fun for both of us, and I'm glad that you guys are tuned in to watch this. We talked about your favorite scene. Now, you talk about traps in the movie. What do you think is your favorite trap in this movie?
I'm not sure if it's really a trap, but when the cop runs after Jigsaw and he triggers the trap wire and the shotgun.
Okay. So when the shotgun gets, yes. See, that's...
Yeah.
You go back and rewatch this movie now, and you see how brilliant this movie really was, and how ahead of its time it was. The only thing I'd ever seen even close to this before I had watched this movie was The Cube, which is another great movie. So if you had to rate this movie out of skulls, from 0 skulls to 5 skulls, what would you rate this movie?
Probably like 3.5 skulls.
If you could change anything about the movie, what would you change?
That's a good question. Probably.
We didn't practice this question. This is one that I'm just throwing on you now because I'm just curious as to what your answer will be. Because me personally, if I could change anything about this movie, I would change the fact that how Adam just got the door shut on him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great ending, you know, but I wish that we would have found out before Saw 7 what happened to the doctor, you know, and I thought it's just, I guess that plays to how great the movie is. So if I could change one thing, that's what I would change. And another thing I want to talk about real quick, you're a big movie buff, so you watch for things. Something that you noticed in this movie that I never even noticed, all of Jigsaw's traps and records.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that scene real quick?
So when Jigsaw is in the hospital and it zooms out, there's a piece of paper and it shows all of his traps and stuff and most people like skip this, but when I rewatched it, I noticed it. I was like, oh.
See, if people would have caught that the first time, they would have known that maybe he was the killer the whole time.
Yeah.
Rather than thinking Zepp was the killer. So, and I never noticed this. He pointed this out to me. So if you go rewatch this movie, check it out. When they zoom out, when he's in the hospital, you can see his plans there, and it's a really cool scene that I never noticed. That luckily he did. So, is there anything else you'd like to add before we end this?
Yeah. I like the whole Saw franchise. How like most of the killer, like the people that survive, turn into Jigsaw people. It's a great franchise. One of my favorites.
Well, would you say that the Saw franchise is your favorite, or is there a franchise that you like more than the Saw franchise?
Yeah. So it's probably my favorite franchise.
And you said 2 is your favorite one out of all of them. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So there's a new book coming out, or a new movie coming out, The Book of Saw, The Spiral from The Book of Saw, I believe is what it's called. Are you excited for that, or is that something you're going to pass up? Or?
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
Okay. So maybe after we see Spiral, the book from The Book of Saw, we can come back and do a review on that.
Yeah.
Have you back on the channel. So, again, this is Sledgehammer Horror, guys. This is my son, Kenny IV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on to get some notifications. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.